Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Rhino. Yes, it's Rhino, not Raptor, and today I bring you another Fortnite video, and finally we're going to get back to the ranking video. It's been a while since we've done this, but now we've got the chance, and now the new updates come out, I thought it'd be a good time to do it. So as you know, we got the Volume 13, version 13.40 update, excuse me, and of course, the biggest addition, easily, the cars. And yeah, they're really awesome, and if you guys didn't see my video where I test drove, did the top speed, and a drag race with all the cars, check that out, link will be in the description below. But moving on from the cars, we also got some amazing leaked items. And yeah, I do actually mean it. I think the leaked skin, we got some pretty cool leaked skins here. Quite a lot, actually, as well. And some really cool ones. I was expecting to get some more to coincide with the racing or cars, but no. We got some to coincide with the underwater theme of this season. And there are some really cool skins. And some really cool backblings, as you'll see here. That's been a thing with this season. We've been getting a lot of cool backblings, like really cool backblings. And some of these backblings are no exception. So without further ado, let's get along with it. And before I do, if you guys want to support me, make sure you use my code RhinoGamingYT. You don't have to, but make sure you're supporting somebody. And I'll recommend a smaller creator because the more support, the more that drives us making this content for you guys. Thank you so much. Alright, so starting with the skins. At the number 14 spot, we have, coincidentally, as I'm recording, this skin just came out today, but I had to include it on this list because it's the only one out of all these leaked items that have come out so far. Yes, it is Christina. And seriously, from like a whole chapter, 10 seasons, did we need to get a female version Tomato Head 10 seasons later? I don't think so. And without the mustache, it just looks creepy. It just looks funny, but in a bad way. It's laughable. And I've never been a huge fan of Tomato Head. I'm more a fan of Beef Boss. I'm more of a fan of the Sizzle skin, which was actually leaked in the previous updates. I'm more a fan of that skin because at least it's more different in terms of the color scheme, the design, the clothing. Whereas this one is basically the same as Tomato Head, just without the mustache and on a female character model. And I don't even like that teal and red color scheme. I just don't. Okay, moving on to number 13 spot, we have Mecha Team Shadow. And this is... slowly, we've been getting some new leaked Shadow skins. Last season, way back last season, we got Shadow Archetype. Earlier this season, we got Bright Shadow, or a Shadow version of Bright Gunner. Now, for the third one, I would have thought we'd get a third one to complete a new Shadow Legends pack, and we did. And it happened to be a Shadow version Mecha Team Leader. And why? Mecha Team Leader, it comes to the shop quite a bit, yet I barely see it. It's barely popular. It's practically unusable, the skin. And I do think the Shadow version is a bit better than the default Mecha Team Leader. I still prefer the metal version of Mecha Team Leader, which they both look similar. Overall, it's just boring. I'm not going to use it. I don't even know if I'm going to buy this pack. But because I do like Shadow Archetype, but I don't love it, you know. I still prefer the original Shadow Legends pack. This one just ruins it. At the number 12 spot, we have Dio. No, not Dio from JoJo. Dio, male, Siona. And really, did we really need to get this? I mean, I guess I'm sort of glad in a way because that means more variety for people who like Siona and people who like male skins more than female skins. You'll like this one. But for me, I just think it's worse than Siona. It's not. It's just... Siona, I think, is a pretty good skin. But when it comes to this guy, he's basically the same as Siona in a way, but he's missing one of the edit styles. He's in a male's body, of course. He's got a different haircut, which I do not dig whatsoever. And... we've gotten like hundreds of astronaut skins, or it feels like hundreds with the amount we've been getting since Season 3. And they had to bring in a male version of Siona, which kind of makes sense, but at the same time, not looking forward to it. I don't know many people are looking forward to it, because there's really no point of buying this skin unless you like it more than Siona, or unless you like Siona and can't get the Battle Pass. But if you can afford this skin, you'd be able to afford the Battle Pass, so there's no point of buying it. Alright, moving on to the number 11 spot, we have Brine. And this skin, I feel like to me, could either be really good or it was going to be really bad, because the color scheme is nice, and I really like the dress, and it's very unique, but there are some parts about it that just don't sit down well with me. The face looks weird, the fins for the the fins for the hands look weird, the hair just looks like blobbered dildos. Sorry, I don't know. But there is something intriguing about the skin, and unique about it that makes it stand out among the other three we just talked about. Alright, moving on to number 10 spot, we have Castaway Jonesy. So... this skin was first seen months ago in a trailer where Jonesy is stranded, basically like Bunker Jonesy, but he's got no shirt, he's got very different clothing, he's just wearing a set of shorts that he made himself, he's got a shorter beard and shorter hair. So, yeah, I do think it's pretty good. I do like it. I like it more than Bunker Jonesy, and probably even Scuba Jonesy as well. But weren't we supposed to get the Agent Jonesy skin? Like, where's that skin? Because that skin, even though it's in John Wick's body, I still think it looks very clean, that skin. But yeah, I'm happy we're getting this skin at last. Alright, moving on to the number 9 skin. All these skins here, I think, are all very good, at least. So at the number 9 spot, we have Adeline. So, this skin, yes, the best thing that stands out about it, if you know me, green and black. Lime green and black. We are getting some more lime green and black skins. I did like the Kyra skin we got a month ago. But then when I found out that she's basically an unlicensed version of Ariana Grande, I'm not saying I don't like Ariana Grande, I just don't like her music. I'm sorry. And this one I just think is better, green and black. It's simple. It's kind of like Ruby in a way where she's just a girl wearing a hood. But something to note about her is she's got some sort of clear, I don't know what it is, some sort of clear plastic panel going up her leg, which is a pretty interesting feature. Not sure how it's going to look in game. Not sure how I'm going to feel about now, but it's intriguing. It makes it more unique. And she's got a style with the hood up or hood down. I like the way she looks with the hood up, but with the hood down, with her pink hair mixed with the green and black, that could make for some interesting combos. Like, not just green and black, but I guess they thought that because there's not a real lot of green in the game at the moment, but they're adding more, they decide that they're going to give her a style to reveal her pink hair to make more combos. And I like that. Moving on to number 8 spot, we have Kalia or Kalia. And it's an Islander themed skin. It's an upgrade double cross. Not a fan of double cross whatsoever. Don't really like the Islander theme, the Hawaiian Tropic thing, not for me. However, with this skin, I think they pull it off really well. I'm not saying it's a skin that I'm going to see myself using a ton, but with the amount of effort put into it, the colors, the design, the details, and the decals, like the tattoos, the shells going around her waist, the patch, and the face, the character model is just nice. This is, for what it is, really well pulled off. Really well done. Well done there, Epic. Okay, at the number 7 spot, we have a skin, I think there are 3 skins here that are considered fan favorites already, and this is one of them. Athleisure Assassin. So this skin is, it kind of reminds me of Haze, a mixture of Haze and another skin I can't remember, I'm sorry. It's simple, black and pink. It's simple, it's clean, it's straightforward. It's got a bunch of styles with the hat. You can either wear her hat, glasses, and mask, or hat, mask, no glasses, no hat, glasses, mask. You get the idea, hat, glasses, or none of that at all. And I think she looks pretty good. I think she's an upgraded version of the first style of Haze. She's got a similar color scheme, and yet I like her hairstyle. I like the tips of it being pink, and I like the patches that's in her pocket. So yeah, this is going to be probably a sweat skin. I'd be counting on it, but I still think it's a good skin. It's a good one. At the number 6 spot, we have Splatterella. And this skin, damn, there's a lot going on with this skin. But I think in terms of paint-themed skins or Splatoon-like skins, I think this one might be my favorite. The colors on there, it's just not all over the place. It looks nice. The green and the purple and the pink look really cool. I love the hair as well. And the theme. She kind of looks cute in a way, but at the same time, she looks like someone who is serious about what she's doing. And clearly, she's tired of Fortnite llamas being the mascot, and she's going against that. She's got a symbol, no llamas, as well as a BACKBLING, which we'll get to soon, and I think it's really cool. I think it's a really cool theme, and a really cool skin. Moving on to number 5 spot, we have King Crab, or as I like to call it, King Kravitz, because he kind of looks like Lenny Kravitz, not gonna lie. A surf version of Lenny Kravitz. Anyway, I can understand if you didn't like the skin. I do think the hair's a little weird. It reminds me of Xena's hair, which is a skin I still hate, but I do think with the ideas, the way they pull it off, it's a surfer dude. Kind of like with Surf Rider. I love the Surf Rider skin because of how simple and clean she is. But this one, they've gone up a level with the surfing skins. He's actually wearing board shorts, which I like. I love the knuckles. He's got surf and turf written on his knuckles, which is cool. The necklace. The glasses are interesting. The thongs, or in Australia we call flip-flops, thongs. And the best part about him, he's got a reactive style where the tattoos glow. No, it's not just one where he's just glowing all the time like on the Nightbeam skin. It's actually where, if you have the reactive style, it's going to look normal during the day or the same as the first style, but when the sun goes down, the tattoos glow and they look sick. They look so cool. I love it. And I like the other details they've got about him, and I like how it's just like with Dante and Rosa, where he changes when the sun goes down instead of glowing even during the day. Or if you don't want the glow, if you don't want to stand out, you can just wear it by itself the whole time. So yeah, I think it's a really good skin, and definitely one you shouldn't overlook. Give it a chance. Alright, moving on to the number 4 spot, we have Derby Dynamo. And this is an upcoming skin for the next pack. And she's a girl on roller skates. And the first thing I like to say is, how the hell are you going to run in those? You're going to trip over running on those roller skates. How's it going to look in game when you're running? I'm very curious to see. Maybe they'll take the blades off, I don't know. She has a built-in emote where she's dancing on roller skates, which is really cool. And again, I really like the way they pulled this one off as well. She's got 3 edit styles. The first one, I think is pretty good. The black, red, and white shotgun shells. She kind of looks like a roller skater who's ready for action, and that's what I like. Second style looks like a cavity. She's got the minty color scheme, pink and blue. If you like that, you'll like this. So it's got something in it for everything. The first one, if you're a fan of more simple skins but at the same time kind of detailed, you'll like the first style. If you're a fan of the like girly color scheme, pink and blue, you'll like the second style. And the third style, I mean, yes, she's basically Malice in roller skating gear, but different to Malice at the same time. And I think she looks sick with the flames on her shoes, her roller skates. And I just think they've done it very well with this one, and I can't wait to get it. A lot of these skins are very well done, including the number 3 spot. We have Mariana, and this skin is just fucking terrifying. The hair is very, very long, and I think that's pretty unique. It could become Rapunzel's hair. I think it'll be where if you wear a backbling on it, the hair will be shorter. If you're wearing no backbling, the hair's going to be longer. All the details she's got on her, the dots coming up her, she's reactive apparently. I don't know if she's going to react to a kill or dancing or whatever. But I think she looks really, really cool and really scary as well. Since she's called Mariana, she's a sea creature from the Marianas Trench. Very, very deep. Very, very deep sea creature. And that's kind of terrifying. And I love it. I love the vibes I get from it. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have Seeker. And this skin is definitely one of the cleanest looking male skins we've ever gotten. He looks great in the hood. He looks great with the detail on his shirt. The orange, black, and grey color scheme is so unique. And that mask which looks sick. Kind of reminds me of Deadpool in a way, but at the same time, when you look closely, looks more like... It kind of looks like Hydra's mask in a way. And I think it looks dope, and I really like it. It's a simple skin, yes, but I think it's a simple, unique one, and a clean-looking male skin. One of the cleanest male skins in the game, easily. But moving on to the number 1 spot, the fan favorite here, the easy one, Axo. And this skin is just adorable. It's basically an axolotl playing basketball. And I think he's adorable. He's just adorable. I love detail he's got on his head. There's just not much to say about it. He looks like a character from an anime Pixar film. I like the way they've done with it. He's got one style where he's wearing a basketball jersey. He's a basketball player or a wannabe NBA player. Lives in the underwater. He's kind of like a kid. He's adorable. He's kind of like a kid/teenager, which is the sort of vibes I get from looking at an axolotl. And it's adorable. And the second style, the neon green and purple, looks nice. And the tail is pretty interesting as well, but you have the option to take it off if you don't want it. But yeah, Axolotl, definitely probably going to be a fan favorite when it comes to meme skins, and probably better than Jelly. That's how excited I am for him, and I love the Jelly skin. Alright, so now that's all the skins. So moving on to the backblings, and again, we have some cool backblings here. We had some cool skins here, but if you thought those weren't cool, some of these backblings are cool too. We're going to get through them quickly, a bit quicker. So at the number 12 slot, we have the Shadow Jet Set. Literally a recolor of a backbling I never liked, one that we never needed. Go away. At the number 11 spot, we have the Back Scoop. So among all the backblings you got here, this is probably one of the weakest ones. It's all over the place. Don't really like it. It's not the worst backbling, but out of these, it is one of the worst. So that's saying a lot with how good these backblings are. But this one, it's kind of interesting in a way, but at the same time, one that I'll never use. Moving on to the number 10 spot, we have the Hort Holster. So I can't give this backbling credit. It's just a small bag with a gun on it, not a big bag with a bunch of accessories. So you can see the gun on it, but I'd just rather a backbling that has an actual pistol. And this one compared to the others is just boring. At the number 9 spot, we have the Lunar Sim. And this is basically the mini-moon, but with some more obstructions around it. And the mini-moon's just better. The mini-moon's better for its simplicity. Epic do not realize people prefer the more simple backblings. So I don't think many players are going to wear this backbling over the mini-moon. It's still a fine backbling. I like the detail it's got in it, and I love the mini-moon. But still, the mini-moon's just better. At the number 8 spot, we have the Angular Chick. And this is just nice, simple, clean, straightforward bag. It's as straightforward as it gets. There's no accessories on it to ruin it. Barely any detail. That's what I like. It's clean. It's got a nice triangular shape on it. A geometric shape for a bag. I think looks nice. And the green, again. Lime green. You gotta love it. At the number 7 spot, we have the Quad Roller. And this is a bit of an interesting bag. It's got a death symbol or skull symbol on the front. And then it's being the cross sort of the cross going diagonally through it has the corners on it. It's a very cool back bling, and it's got some nice animation and some nice styles to go with the Derby Dynamo skin. No, it's not Dynamo, the hideous Mexican wrestler skin, thankfully. At the number 6 spot, we have the Chain Stick Pack, and this one is a pretty aggressive looking bag. Just like with the skin, I really like the color scheme. The orange, black, and gray looks so good, and the nunchucks on it, just obviously, you know I love nunchucks, but the fact they're on both sides, does he really need 2 nunchucks? Who knows? And the detail, it looks so nice. Overall, an aggressive looking back bling, especially for a bag. At the number 9 spot, we have the Moon Jelly, and this is basically a jellyfish. It's better than the Xenopod because it doesn't have those disgusting tentacles over it. It's just a nice jellyfish and beautiful color scheme. I like the dots going down of it, just like in the rest of the set. And when it comes to a jellyfish back bling, this is probably one of the best you're going to get. Yeah, I really like it. At the number 4 spot, we have the Llama Buster, and this is, I know it's a recolor of the Llama Corn Shield, but hear me out. The Llama Corn Shield's great. It's ties in with the theme of llamas, loving llamas, bright bag. This one's the opposite. It's got a different color scheme, different design for no llamas to go with the Spiderella skin and her theme. And the sword's in it, a sword mixed with a shield. I don't think we've ever gotten that before, and I think that looks really cool. I love it. Moving on to number 3 spot, we have the Coral Cowl, and this is one of the nicest capes we've gotten in a while. Because there was once a time where we were getting a lot of capes. They reduced it on the capes. But this is a nice one. This one, it's sort of holographic, transparent, and the blue on top looks very nice. It's one of those that as it goes down, it gets more and more transparent, and I think it looks beautiful. I think it looks amazing. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the Wind Shell. And it's a seashell for a back bling. I've wanted a seashell back bling for a while. No, don't include double crosses back bling. It's just a black shell that you wouldn't find at the beach, and it just gets ruined by the flowers. This one is a proper Polynesian seashell. It looks beautiful. The yellow to orangey pink to purple gradient on the shell, the blue decals with the sun and moon symbol, and those things hang off it. It's just so nice, so clean. So Kalia, they did a really good job with that skin, even though I probably wouldn't use it, whereas this one, they did a really good job on as well, and I think I will use this. But at the number 1 spot for the best back bling, we have the Neon Backboard, and this comes with indeed Axo. Best skin and best back bling. This is a must cop. 1200 V-Bucks, 4 edit styles for a cool, awesome, unique, adorable skin. And this back bling, which I'll say now, it's a basketball hoop. What else do you want to know? It's so unique, it's so cool. I'm sure a lot of people wanted a back bling like this before, but worried that it's a bit too bulky. But I think they did it really well with this one. It's got an edit style to change the color of it, as well as another edit style to change it to a more Axo jet. So if you think the basketball hoop's too big, you can change it. I still think the basketball hoop's better, but I love how we get this option. And you can change the color of that as well, and it's reactive. I don't know how. I think it's just going to be reactive to the jets, but still, it's an amazing back bling. How can you not love it? Unless you absolutely hate basketball. And I'm not even a fan of NBA. I do not follow NBA. Okay, moving on to the pickaxes. So at the number 13 spot, we have the Shadow Combo Cleavers. Do I really need to talk about it? Move on. Number 12 spot, we have the Buzzball. I'm glad in this update we didn't get as many of those boring bladed dualies like we did in other updates. We got a few dualies, but most of them are actually pretty unique. These ones, not so much. I mean, the shark tooth teeth on them are pretty cool, I will say that. But other than that, not ones that I'd use. At the number 11 spot, we have the Bucky Bat. And this one, it's kind of interesting. It's a helmet. 2 helmets with spikes in the ends. I like the fire style, but other than that, not crazy about the others. It's a bit too much for me, not really my style. At the number 10 spot, we have the Street Blade. And this one, again, like the skin and backbling, love the color scheme, love the sound, but I just don't like that design. It's basically the same design as Focus's Pickaxe, and I do not like that design, never have. At the number 9 spot, we have the Tropic Axe. Just a nice tropical themed pickaxe, simple, nice bit of color on it to match the colors from that tropical themed wrap we got last year. It's nice. It's nice. At the number 8 spot, we had the Lapis Trident. It's another trident. It's lapis or blue instead of gold. Different shape. I still think the original trident is better, but the fact that we now have another trident, different trident, I'm okay with that. But just don't overdo it. At the number 7 spot, we have the Cyclo Sticks. And these are some nice, clean dualies with the green and black. The fans moving around it is interesting because how are you going to hit stuff if the blades are literally spinning around? But still, I think it's pretty cool, pretty unique, and I can't wait to use them. Green and black, baby. At the number 6 spot, we have the Pom Pomellas, and this is what I call a unique set of dualies. Dual-wielded pickaxes that would not work as a two-handed pickaxe. Ones that are just unlike any other. And these are unlike any other. They're pom-poms for pickaxes. I think they're really funny, really cool, really unique. Even though I probably won't use them because they're a bit too girly for me, I still got to give credit to Epic for doing something like this. Well done. At the number 5 spot, we have the Llama's Bane. Just a nice, simple, clean shape. A lot of colors going on with it, but these are nice colors and a nice sound. I like it. At the number 4 spot, we have the Axolotl. So a bit of a play on word with that, with an axolotl. It's an axolotl. Yeah, it's just a nice, simple pickaxe. I don't see how it's really underwater themed. But other than that, I think it's a pretty clean pickaxe. Nice color scheme, simple shape. Those are the sort of pickaxes I and a lot of other players, to be honest, like. But there are some pretty cool ones above it. At the number 3 spot, we have the Trench Blades. And these ones, they look quite scary, but at the same time, they look really nice. The blue and purple and black color scheme. They're 2-bladed pickaxes like the double dagger. So they're quite unique, even though we've had that. So if you're not a fan of these pickaxes, I can understand why. If you're not a fan of dualies, you're not a fan of double-bladed dualies, I can totally understand that. But these ones, I think they look really nice. And again, I just love the way they incorporated this design on this whole set. This whole set, I think, is amazing. The dots going over is really cool. I would say this is probably the weakest part of the set, but it's still really good. At the number 2 spot, we have the Shooting Star Staff, one of the coolest names for a pickaxe. It's essentially a meteorite on a stick, and I think it looks really cool. I can't wait to use it in game. Even though I don't like the Dio skin, don't like the backbling too much, and I think the glider, the original glider, is better, which we'll get to in a sec. The pickaxe is definitely nice, better than Siona's, in my opinion, way better. But at the number 1 spot, we have the pickaxe, the fan favorite, again, Hulk Smashers. And I think the way you can get this pickaxe is if you get the beta for Marvel Superheroes, and then you play through it, you'll get these pickaxes, and hook up your Square Enix account with your Epic account, you'll get these pickaxes. Definitely worth it. Hulk hands or Iron Man fists, go your own way. You gotta love it. Alright, so now before we end this video, we actually had a few gliders. We got 3 this time. Normally we don't get any gliders, or we only get 1. But we got 3, so that's a fair ranking here. So at the number 3 spot, we have the Fluorescent Fly. It's just a simple glider, nothing too crazy about it, except for the color scheme. Green and black, I love it. And the number 2 spot, we have the Starcross. And it's just literally a non-rideable version of the Comment glider that came with Siona in the Battle Pass, so probably no reason to buy this if you have that, but it's still a pretty nice glider. And the number 1 spot, easily, by a country mile, the Sky Ray. It's a fucking Stingray as a glider. How can you not love it? It looks amazing. Probably going to be one of my new favorite gliders. Definitely. It looks sick. Even though Stingray's killed the Crocodile Hunter, it's still awesome. How can you not love it? Alright, well that pretty much wraps up the video. So if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think of these leaked items, tell me what's your favorite, and until then guys, I'll see you later. Bye bye.